Hello and welcome to the Lit Cave. This is Brian. Today I'm going to be doing a pretty quick tag video. I have been wanting to do a couple more tags during the holiday season and time has just gotten away from me. And so I'm going to take a few quick moments here in between cleaning out the fridge and other kinds of prep type things I need to do before we have family in town to make a quick booktube video. And the tag I'm going to be doing is the 'Tis the Season book tag. So the video that I watched that made me want to do this tag was Cassidy Vanche's video. And if I just pronounced her last name ridiculously weird, I apologize. I kind of was trying to find a video where she actually said her last name just to make it easier, but I didn't have enough time. So I'm going to link who originally created the video down below if I can find it. And let me tell you, let's get started. So the first tag is, the first question is, do you have a favorite winter read? And I'm going to go with yes, I do have a favorite winter read. I'm going to just post the book, picture over here because I don't want to go in the other room and grab it right now. But my favorite winter read is Let It Snow, which at this point is sort of becoming like expected from booktubers. But I read it, a few years ago for the first time and loved it. It's a sort of a series of short stories written by John Green, Lauren Miracle, and Maureen Johnson, but they kind of all sort of intertwine with one another to create one big, beautiful holiday story. I love, love, love it. I was planning on rereading it here this year, and I just have gotten caught up with other things, and I've kind of slowed down since I met my goal, and slowed down reading, but been super busy. So I don't know if I'll get to read it again this year, but I really, really love to read it. It's definitely a heartwarming story of love, unexpected love, in a lot of different places, and just being together during the holiday season. So that's the first answer. Now the next one is find a book with blue on the cover. This one I can grab. I've not read this yet, but this is The Girl Who Soared Over Fairyland and Cut the Moon in Two. This is the third book in the Fairyland trilogy by Catherynne Valente. And I saw Read Susie Reed talk about these books, and that made me really want to read them. And so I got two of them, which will be in my next haul video. And then I had to buy the third one so that I could have the complete trilogy so far. And so I'm super eager to read these. I think I've got them right now. I'm planning on reading them in February. Already sort of starting to make out my TBRs for the rest of the year. So can't wait to read it. Is find a book you'd use as the star on a Christmas tree. Well, to me, probably the most beautiful book that I own, and I've shown it several times on BookTube, but the most beautiful book that I own is my copy of The Chronicles of Narnia, which is not a super expensive copy. This is a $20 Barnes & Noble leather-bound collection book, and I am so, so glad that I got it. I mean, look at how beautiful that is. I love it. So that would be my star on the Christmas tree. All right, let's see. Next question is, pick one fictional place that would be perfect for a winter vacation. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go against the grain. Everyone's saying Hogwarts, which I think would be awesome. But for me, I'm going to go ahead and say Narnia. I'm going to say Narnia, post The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So Aslan, spoilers, Aslan is back in control. Just enjoying the beauty of Narnia. I think the winter itself was a beautiful thing, as long as it's not always winter and never Christmas. So I'm going to go with Narnia. Okay, the next question is pick one fictional character you'd like to take with you on your winter vacation. Not going to do it. I'm not going to pick one fictional character. Instead, I'm going to say, how about everyone in Paper Towns, like all the guys in all those who take the road trip in Paper Towns hanging out together, because their road trip seemed like tons of fun. We would outlaw peeing in the car, but good times. I would take those guys. All right, the sixth one is Name one book on your wish list this year. I'm going to name 2 books on my wish list this year. Actually, I'll name 4 books on my wish list this year. Probably the top 4 books on my wish list this year are All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr, The Storied Life of A.J. Fikry by Gabrielle Zevin. Read both of those and absolutely love them. You'll see them in my top of 2014 video that's coming not too long from now. So definitely those 2, and then I really need to get the other 2 Throne of Glass books. I currently own the Assassin's Blade and Throne of Glass, but I've already read and loved The Crown of Midnight and The Heir of Fire, and so I would love to get those 2. So those are the 4 top books on my wish list probably right now. I've read them all. I need to own them. Alright, the next question is favorite holiday drink, treat, and movie. Okay, so anyone who knows me knows that I am a really picky drinker, which is a silly thing to say, but I don't like almost any hot drinks at all. So it's hard to say holiday drink. If it had to be like a hot drink, I would probably go with like Starbucks Caramel Apple Spice, but I can't even drink a full short of that because it's just, I don't like hot drinks that much. So anytime it's asking for favorite drink, my answer will be either Dr. Pepper or sweet tea. It's not holiday-ish at all, but that's what I would choose. My favorite holiday treat. My favorite holiday treat that you pick up outside of your home is probably going to be Starbucks gingerbread. I worked at Starbucks for 8 years, so of course I'm very familiar with their treats. My favorite holiday treat in the home is probably going to be the oatmeal scotchy cookies that my mom always makes. They're just the recipes on the back of the bag for Toll House butterscotch morsels, but they're really delicious and I love them a lot. And I always liked them more than everyone else, which meant I got to eat them more than everyone else. So I guess I would say that. And then my favorite holiday movie. This is also pretty difficult. I can give you top 3. There's 2 comedies, so we as a family, my wife and I, along with our son who doesn't have opinions yet of films, we would say Elf is our favorite holiday movie. Love Elf. I fell in love with it the first time I saw it and can't get enough of it. Second choice of comedy for me would be Christmas Vacation. I love Christmas Vacation. My wife does not like it as much as I do, but I love it. I could watch it all the time. And then the third choice is going to be a serious movie, and that is It's a Wonderful Life. That was the first movie my wife and I ever saw together, so it's got some emotional significance, plus it's just a beautiful, beautiful story about what really is the measure of a man or woman, and just absolutely adore every bit of that movie. So that would be our favorite holiday movies. Okay. So I think that's got all the questions answered. There's only 7 questions, so that answers all the questions. And if I'm going to tag somebody, I'm going to tag Novels and Nonsense. I can't remember if she's done it, Samantha at Novels and Nonsense, and I'm going to tag the Book Hoarder. Okay? So I guess that is my tag. And until the next video, which hopefully I'll have a few more coming up soon, see you same lit time, same lit channel.